Hey everybody, welcome to Bucketman Scouting. Today I'm going to do my final film breakdown for the 2023 NFL Draft. I have prospect Mazi Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan. He is 6'3", 323 pounds. The system that I have him most productive in my personal opinion, is a 3-4 base defense. This guy reminds me a lot of a more athletic DJ Reader, who has been a very good addition for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to go through his strengths and weaknesses. These strengths and weaknesses that I will be talking about are strictly my own upon watching hours upon hours of film. So the first strength I have for Mazi Smith is a massive lane clogging lineman. Smith brings an impressive nice bend of power and quickness. Smith shows impressive get off. Strength number 2. Is easily big enough to play and hold well on the nose and has the athletic ability to rush the passer as a defensive tackle. Strength number 3. Provides some secondary interior pass rush, getting most penetration when playing the 3-tech. In his final strength, has a lateral speed to chase down running backs and is a dominant run stuffer. So I'm going to get into his weaknesses. Weakness number 1. He's a bit stiff, as Smith lacks the flexibility to truly threaten around the edge when playing at defensive tackle in a wide set. Weakness number 2, Smith sometimes fails to locate the ball in the run game, too often taking himself out of plays. Weakness number 3, shows a lack of quickness, getting his hands high, leaving blockers time to get under his pads. And then his final weakness, his lack of height forces him to play a little upright, allowing blockers to win the leverage battle. So Mazi Smith, to me, is one of my favorite players in this year's draft. It's just for the sheer fact that he has a lot of tools that I really like as a 3-tech defensive lineman. And Michigan is one of the top teams in the country in college football, and they rely heavily on their defensive line. So you have Mazi Smith right here playing that 0-tech. This is against Penn State. You're going to see a rip move from Mazi Smith on this play. You're going to see the leverage battle and then rip him off, and then he's going to penetrate this run right here. He's a very good run stuffer. You're going to see right here how he penetrates, rips him off. Bam, has a really good rip shedding move that I really like for my defensive lineman. He's a very powerful human being. I think he would fit perfectly with a lot of 3-4 base teams that run a lot of 3-4 concepts. Teams like the Patriots, for example, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could see him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. This guy, to me, is a late second, early third round projection, in my personal opinion. He has just a lot of power to his game. A lot of power. And his get-off is up there with a Kenai Benton that I just did. You see the rip move right here? How he's able, you see his hand right here? He's just a powerful human being. He just rips, it's a rip shedding move that I really like for my defensive lineman. He has very powerful hands. He's just a powerful defensive lineman. So on this play, he's playing that 3-tech. They're running a 3-4 defense on this play, Michigan. You're going to see him right here. I mean, his leverage game in terms of maintaining his gap assignment is very, very impressive in my personal opinion. He's able to leverage a lot. He has really good leverage, and I think teams are going to identify that, and I believe they already have. He's just going to be able to maintain his gap assignments, and he's going to be able to let the linebackers flow with the play and get in those A and B gaps. And he's going to be very disciplined when it comes to the running game. He's very disciplined when it comes to the running game. His shedding is just absolutely incredible. And for a 6'3" defensive lineman, it's very impressive to see how powerful and how disciplined he is in his sets. Okay, on this play, this is against TCU. This is against Steve Avila right here playing the left guard position. He's again in the 3 tech. Again, you see how he's able to maintain his leverage, how he's able to be disciplined in that set right there. Bam, right there. And he's also getting double teamed right here. He's able to close this gap right here that's opening up on the defensive line. You see right here how he's able to, he's just a powerful human being. And I really like his hand moves. I really like his lower body ability. He has very good lower body quickness, which I really like for my defensive lineman. He's just a disciplined defensive lineman. On this play against Purdue, he's playing the 3 tech right here. Bam, he's getting double teamed, shedding off. That is one of my favorite plays. I've watched this film over and over again. This is one of my favorite plays, how he's able to, he's getting double teamed on this play. So you're going to see how powerful he is in the upper body and his hands. He's able to shed off this guy. It's a halfback draw to the running back here. You see how he just sheds him off right here and he's able to make the play. That's one of my favorite plays from Mazi Smith from watching the film. Now right here, he's playing the 0 tech against Maryland. You see him right there. I have him highlighted. Bam, right there. He has such a great swing move. It is up there with a Kenai Becton. Look how wide of a base he has with his footwork. Shed him off. Bam. Very good play. He is an excellent run-stuffing defensive lineman. I also think that if he goes to the right coaching staff and the right defensive line coach in a 3-4 defense, I believe that they can elevate his pass rushing moves. Because in my personal opinion, where he does have a good bull rush and a swim move and a rip shedding move, I think that he needs to add more tools to his tool set. I think going to the right organization that develops players like this and goes to the right defensive line coach that can develop a guy like Mazi Smith, I think that would be very beneficial for his development, which I look for when I study prospects. I want to see where they go and what team they go to that can help elevate his strengths. That's a good rip shedding move right there. Bam, right there. Closes. Very good play by Mazi Smith. Okay, on this play, playing the 0 tech, going against the center here. You got a pistol set formation for Maryland. Again, another rip shedding move. Man, this guy just pops off on film. He's just one of my favorite players in this draft, Mazi Smith. Not a lot of people are talking about him because I don't think that he's well known around the NFL circles. But I believe with the right team that it's all about fit. So if he goes to a 4-3 defense, I just don't think he's going to be used properly. But if he goes to a 3-4 defense that values these big, powerful defensive linemen like Mazi Smith, he's going to be very good. Again, the Steelers is a team to look out for. This is their type of player. Bam, right there. He has such a great shedding move, or swim move. My apologies. Watch the get off ram. Boom. It's a hell of a play by Mazi Smith. Look at the hands. Look at the get off. Watch the get off on this play. Bam. Pushes him off. Great play by Mazi Smith. Okay, this is against Iowa. One of the better O-lines in the Big Ten. You got an I formation, which Iowa likes to run the football a lot. That's what they're known for. Playing the 0 tech. Let's see what he did wrong on that play. Bam. Yeah, again, what did I talk about? His lack of height forces him to play a little upright, allowing blockers to win the leverage game, which happened here. They won the leverage game on this play. His height forces him to play a little upright, allowing blockers to win the leverage battle. So you're going to see right here how he gets too upright, and then bam, right there. Just gets absolutely destroyed on that play. Okay, now he's playing the 3 tech against Ohio State, one of the better O-lines in football. There are times throughout his game that he does overshoot gap assignments, especially right here. How how he's trying too much on this play, but you have this offensive lineman. Again, see how powerful he is? Look at that one arm and the hand right there. Here's how he's able to push him back. But again, he can just read it, plant his foot as the running back, and go inside and go upward. So again, it's just maintaining your gap assignments. And I think Mazi Smith, with the right development, like I always say, with the right development, can eliminate these type of weaknesses right here. He just needs to get more consistent. Okay, now he's playing the zero tech right here. I like that play by Mazi Smith. I know a lot of people aren't going to look at this play as a play that's going to jump off film. But again, the reason I like this play is because he's maintaining these gap assignments and he's closing this gap right here. So this running back doesn't have room to plant his foot and go inside. Because it's a stretch play to the right-hand side. And look how he's maintaining it right here. Again, I understand he's, not penetrating here, but he's keeping that gap assignment. He's closing these gaps for his other teammates to make the play on this play. Yes, he gets, pushed to the ground, but again, you got to look at it in a more detailed-oriented way. These plays aren't going to be plays that people look at, but, I go in depth with my film reviews, and the reason I do that is because I'm not going to show you highlight reels and say, oh man, he's an all-world player. No, I want to show the good, bad, and the ugly. And I think this is good. And people say, well, no, it's not, because he got shoved to the ground and he didn't make a play. Well, you got to look at it in terms of, is he maintaining his gap assignment? Is he staying gap disciplined here? Which he does, and he's not allowing any gaps to open up here. And he's able to have his teammates make a play on this play. Okay, on this play, he's playing the 3 tech. This is against TCU, against Steve Avila, one of my favorite players in this draft. Oof, that's not a good play by him. Again, leverage battle. He loses the leverage battle here. Boom, gets absolutely pushed to the ground. That's a bad play. Again, you see how he shuffles his feet and then he gets upright and then he gets pushed down to the ground here? That's not a good play by Mazi Smith. Okay, this is against Maryland, playing the 3 tech. Again, you can move him along that defensive line if you're a 3-4 defense. Moving him along that defensive line. Don't have him be stagnant in one left end or right end position. See how that gap opens up and he closes down here? That's a very good play by Mazi Smith. Swim move again. Maintaining it. Gap starting to open up. Crashes down. That's a very good play by Mazi Smith. So this is my film breakdown, my final film breakdown on my prospects that I scouted this year. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has come on here and learned a few things. If I helped you guys elevate your game when it comes to watching film, let me know. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comment section below. I'm really looking forward to this year's draft. I think it's a very deep draft. I don't think it's a top-heavy draft. I think it's a deep-heavy draft. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, there's going to be more scouting to come. I'm thinking about changing the name of my channel. And also trying to put my film breakdowns on the internet so I can get paid for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Mazi Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan. Again, I think he's a more athletic DJ Reader. Fits a 3-4 defense, and yeah, we'll see what happens in this year's draft. We'll see how my prospects, where they go, and how they do in the NFL. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this film breakdown, and let me know what you guys think of Mazi Smith, defensive tackle out of the University of Michigan.